Warning: the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Welcome to Everythin Yet Nothin. Here's a hillbilly in eyeshadow who's looking fabulous and talking about anything yet something. Get ready to chew on a blade of sweet grass and talk about a variety of LGBTQ topics to the lifestyle of a gay hillbilly. Watch out, folks. These hills don't just got eyes. They got themselves a vodcast. Now, here's T-Roy.
Hey! Welcome to Everything Yet Nothing. Well, do we have a show for you? I think I say that every Thursday.
I was trying to make my hair like floof, but it's not floofing.
Oh, floof it. Floof that hair. Cabello.
Anyway, what's up, y'all?
So the weather's been
Ruthey in the house.
really hot here. Like, I have sweat, you know what, off
Bullshit.
lately.
Yesterday was so nice. Yesterday morning, it was fake. It was false fall. It started the night before last. It was like midnight. I was out there taking the dogs out, taking the boys out. Sorry, I didn't mean to find a dog. Anyways, taking the boys out.
Yeah.
And it was so nice. There was a breeze. It was like 65 degrees. Mm-hmm. And then the next morning, because, you know, I get up at about 6 o'clock after going to bed at 2 o'clock. And the next morning, it was still so nice. All the way up until like noon. Like, I had to work at the other job. So every time I went outside, it was like nice. And today, when I was watering the flowers earlier, a breeze started coming through. I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be
it's nice when the breeze blows, but not so much if it's not.
Just don't get used to it because, you know, it's just a tease. It's going to be 100 degrees next week. Watch. 112, 20, 177, and 82. So. We'll teach that Vegas boy what humidity is really like.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I love that blue. It's getting really bushy, don't I?
Look how you're getting silver.
You don't know about that.
Yeah.
So,
not like I have to talk about that or anything.
I need to shave them. You can shave them.
You do. Like kitchen and bush.
I know it's Sasquatch.
That's bush.
You don't need to know who Bigfoot is. I got little.
Oh my god!
But Sasquatch.
Oh my god! Guess what?
What?
I hear.
Get your shit together.
That there is going to be a drag show in Branson.
When?
Oh my god! August 30th.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I have to mark my calendars. I don't know what I'm doing that day.
Guess where?
Where?
Glencho's.
At Mr. Glencho's?
Mr. Glencho's.
At 4580 Gretna Road?
Yes.
In the Branson Meadows Shopping Center?
Yes.
What?
I know.
We're going to have to go check that out.
I
hear it's out of this world.
I bet it is, because if it's anything to do with Branson, of course it's going to be out of this world.
No, I mean like an out of space alien theme.
Oh. Well, that too. That works.
So, come out of this world, y'all.
Yeah. Come out of this world.
I didn't pick it. Give it a test. Anyway.
That was the name of it this time. It's been so fun. It's been fun, but it's a pain in the ass too. Just saying.
Yeah. It is a pain in the ass. But it's only because, like, it feels like we're trying to build a community for a community that doesn't want built.
But, by golly, we gotta force them to build this crap. And we will, and we are. We just gotta push it more.
Okay, so there's... 4 is not the right number. 4 is not the right number at all, man. Because there's either 1 too many or, like, 17 too less. So 4 some isn't where there is.
No.
There's nothing to say.
And I understand where you're coming from because we fought a big fight. And there was only like a handful.
Yes.
Two hands. And
Wait.
there should have been more. Because this crap happened in Branson. So it's like we're trying to make a difference. We're trying to change. We just need others' help to do so. You don't have to be just LGB. You can be anybody that you are and want to be. That's what we're about. We want to be there for you, but we need you and your help to do so because we can't do it by ourselves. And
Hey,
so,
Donna. Hey,
you know, come with us.
Carla. Hey, Todd.
What's up?
So, Ruthey Smith Marie is going to be coming up. Girl got herself a business and she does some stuff, so we're
She
going to
be
be talking
working
all
it.
about that.
She be working it too. Guarantee.
Work it, girl.
Work it.
Hi, Todd. So, how you doing? How's it been?
Hi,
So, I
Todd.
heard you got
Good.
some shot.
Oh.
Ooh, how's that feel? And then burnt nerves. That's not going to be anything.
Why are you burning your nerves?
Oh, because he's old. He has neck problem.
Ah, I feel for it. Feel
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
I hope to never be that way. And I'm just playing, guys. I know it's like have back
Hi,
problems.
Donna Elizabeth. Yeah.
Now you listen here, Carla Janelle. I do not sound like my father. I have a lot more gay because he's trying to hide it.
You go.
I'm glad
Aunt.
he don't watch this show.
You go, Auntie. You go. Aunt Carla, you get on his ass. You tell her.
My dad used to say, "Oh no, I don't watch that show because it's too late in the night. It's 9 o'clock, and I'm 60 years old." And now he's retired, and he just don't watch it.
No.
So, I'm not like my father at all. You better bite your tongue before I have Ray bite it off. That's all I got to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
So we did have a guest. It's not all about us tonight.
Yeah.
So let's please, finally, we have a guest. Let's bring this guest out.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Should we?
Yeah, I'm done. It's been us forever. People are tired of seeing us.
Okay. Bring this beautiful lady out. Cannot wait. And here is Ruthey.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Oh,
Good.
we're
It's
fabulous.
lovely weather we're having today.
Lovely.
It is. It was cool.
And I'll give 50 points to anybody that knows what I just quoted. Because
It's not
the
like
point system here doesn't matter for shit, and it doesn't. You're not gonna get nothing. But like, I quoted a show.
Donna Elizabeth says yes.
Hi,
She been
Donna.
waiting. They been like, "Where is Ruthie? Come on, you bitches! I'm not here for you. Get my Ruthie out here."
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't post those comments, even though you can see all the comments. But I'm gonna tell you
I
that.
can't see my
Oh, we did say this is an 18 and over show, right? We told
Yeah.
you that I don't know how to watch my mouth, so we have to have a parental
Yeah, he
advisory.
curses like.
I do too.
I can actually have an extensive vocabulary if I want to, but instead I say shit like fuck. Well, damn, I just said 2 cuss words.
I didn't mean to.
Just rolls out.
Yeah. Bloop. Donna says, "Hey, Ruthey."
Hi, Donna.
Girl, I hope
She's
you
my
sound-
rep for my page.
I hope you sound like a 41-year-old gay man when you say, "Hey, Ruthey." I don't have my
You can't say it any other way.
my table here.
No. No.
I usually have a table here that people don't see
I
off
thought people were
camera,
gonna be in here.
and they just randomly see me take a drink and something.
You
But
know
I don't have either my drink or my table, so I'm all kinds of messed up.
Oh no.
Yeah. So Ruthie, we're gonna take a commercial break real quick because I gotta figure this out. I am so sorry, hon. I know you just got on here. Donna, please bear with us. But we're gonna do a little commercial, and then I gotta get my drink, and then we'll be right back. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Here, I'll do this. You just talk. Your
Hey.
job is the talking part.
So, OMG, how has everybody been?
Why are you asking comments that they're gonna have to comment on when we know we're about to get out of here? Just
So they can
talk about
comment during
something.
the commercial.
Oh,
I mean, hello, they can do a lot of things here.
Established in 1852. Built by Judge Tompkins for his daughter Theodosia and her husband Dr. Hall. Hence the name, Hall Place B&B and Theodosia's Tea Room. During the Civil War, Judge Tompkins and the Halls moved to Indiana. Theodosia and Dr. Hall did not return to Kentucky. Judge Tompkins, however, did return and practiced law out of the home. After his passing, the home was bought and sold until it eventually sat vacant for several years until Mrs. Royce acquired the home and turned it into a bed and breakfast. In 1983, the house was placed on the historic registry. The Hall Place Bed and Breakfast and Theodosia's Tea Room, located at 313 South Green Street in Glasgow, Kentucky, is also a great place for a paranormal destination. It is said that a few ghosts inhabit the Hall Place. Mrs. Royce herself still watches over her beloved bed and breakfast, with its sprawling common areas, quaint rooms that are each named after the historic owners of the home, and even a billiard room. Ms. Charla Emmers, the owner/innkeeper, makes homemade jams and goodies you can pick up during your stay. She cooks a down-home breakfast every morning as well. If you are ever in Glasgow, Kentucky and want a unique experience, stay at Hall Place B&B. And don't forget, breakfast is served at 8:30.
And we are back.
Saya! How dare
I
you?
told you I had a prior engagement.
That is a good, like,
Surprise!
I'm speechless. I just messaged you like 10 minutes ago.
Hi, Donna. So we are back, and we are back with Ruth.
And Josiah.
Ruth has a small business, and yes, my guest co-host turned into Josiah, aka Choco.
I'm like literally surprised. I just got like choked on my drink. Okay.
It's almost like your life came out of your body for a second.
It did for a second. It did. I'm like, I was like surprised. Like a real surprise, not even a fake one.
It worked. He said I wasn't allowed to tell you, so I didn't tell you. But I didn't lie, because I told you I just had a prior engagement. Yeah. And you did.
Exactly.
So Ruth has a small business
Yes.
that she has started 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she is here to tell us about her business and where it came from, how she came up with it, why she came up with it, just everything, anything and everything about her business. And we will start with, what is your business?
So my business is Ruthey Shop Creation Co. LLC. I had to think about that because I just renamed it. That's the name of it. But I do like spooky and just something for everybody. I am about to revamp it, so like some stuff that you see on it today, you won't see like this coming week because I'm making some changes. But yeah, I have something for everybody. But I'm also going to make it more of like my touch, like what I want it to be, not what everybody else wants it to be, you know?
Right. And do you just do spooky?
No, I do spooky, I do pride, I do like children's stuff, I do men's stuff. I'm trying to step away from a couple other things that I don't want to do, but that's what I'm focusing on is my spooky, my pride, my kids, you know, my mom and me stuff, my daddy and me stuff, or like my mom and son or whatever. Because you don't see a lot of stuff for like mom and sons. Like whenever I go to the store, I don't see a lot of stuff for like boys. So I'm focusing on more of my boy line. Because you can go to the store and you see a whole bunch of girl stuff. And as I make girl stuff, I'm focusing on more of my boy merch.
Yeah. Awesome. That's so cool. Can you do like mugs and coffee cups or hats?
Yes, I do 20 ounces, 30 ounces, 40 ounces. And then I do coffee mugs. I do water bottles. I do water bottles regular and glow in the dark. Like anything that I have can also come in glow in the dark. Because I know that like a lot of people like glow in the dark and blood splats. And that's gory's my favorite thing. So I do like anything that you see, I can also do in glow in the dark.
Awesome.
Yes.
It sounds really cool. Like we're definitely gonna look into it.
I'm about to be posting a lot of new
We are
merch.
all about
Me too.
Just
And I
like-
have Spooky Pride too, so I'm so excited about launching that line too.
That is so cool. And we've been like talking about getting some vendors together
Mm-hmm.
and do some stuff. And so if you're interested in maybe vending,
Yes,
we'll give you
definitely.
some information on that whenever it's
Yes.
time comes.
I'm very interested. Anything that can like get the community out there more and
Yeah.
you know, show awareness and of just
Exactly.
anything.
And we need to do that more.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Definitely.
just for us, but
Exactly, just for anything. Like
Everybody.
there's so much awareness out there that's like hidden
yeah,
or
absolutely.
not shown. Mm-hmm.
And a lot isn't known of. You know?
Yes.
And it should be known of. Like we
Yes.
need to put it out there more.
People need to be more educated on certain things, yeah.
Yeah. That and a lot of other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Don't get me started.
Don't get me started.
We'll
girl.
be here all night.
It's called Everything Yet Nothing for a reason.
Just keep going,
Yes.
and there's no way you're gonna stop it.
Yes.
Let's see. So you started it 3 years ago. Why did you start it?
So I started originally because my son was diagnosed with autism. It happened during the pandemic when he was diagnosed. He got diagnosed, but it took him a year to like fully diagnose him, if that makes sense. Like he's going through tests and stuff. So that happened in 2021. So I started doing it as like a side thing, so I didn't have to work. So then fully I quit Bass Pro and I started it in 2022. But I started because of that, and he has bad separation anxiety. Like I do live my business, for example, and if I do anything over an hour and a half, 2 hours, he's over it. So that's why I started, just so I could be home with him and do this and take care of him.
Oh, girl, I don't see how you can do it. Because
This week I don't either.
it's a handful.
It is. You have to be dedicated, and you have to you have to be dedicated, and you have to keep the two separate at the same time. Like you have to keep business and personal separate. And I've learned this year how to do that because it's so hard to whenever you're a mom, like just keep the two separate. But you just have to do it. My mom helps me a lot with him though, so definitely yes.
Yeah, very lucky.
That's how I do it. And
Yeah,
that nice coffee.
yeah. Awesome. That is so cool.
Yes.
So have you noticed the difference in the time that you have started your business and started being around your son more?
Yes, I have. I've seen a huge difference. Like I just can be hands on more with him, because he's how do I put this? He has went backwards since his dad passed away 2 years ago, and so like it's just been boom, boom, boom with him, and he has his hard days, like he has his hard weeks even. His birthday's coming up, and it's just been August 23rd. He's turning 7, and this is his second birthday without his dad, so I can tell the difference with him. Like he likes it that I'm here for him. I can't really be there for him if I was like working a 9 to 5,
Yeah.
So the difference in that is I can see a difference with him. Like he likes that I'm home. His meltdowns are better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because a lot of people don't know how to discipline kids who aren't theirs, especially special need ones. Like you have them in a routine or whatever, and if they get out of that routine, it's like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can definitely tell if he gets off a routine. Like, it's bad. But like what I like about it is with having my own business, he stays up late, and so with having my business, I can do my business at night and still work around his weird routines. Like adapt to it.
Absolutely, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of places don't understand that, and they don't let you.
Smart too, because isn't it very expensive to have a setter?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I was spending like $400 a week.
Yeah.
For 5 days.
That's outrageous. Yeah. Just absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm. This person was charging more for a special needs child.
Yeah.
Than they said that they would charge less if the child was normal. I was like, what is normal? Like, what?
No, right?
So,
Yeah,
I was like, excuse me? Did you call my kid not? Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and it pisses me off whenever they like to try to normalize different things. And I'm like, they all should be created, done equal.
Yep. So, does your son have a big input in the spooky?
Oh, my son loves spooky and horror. He has a little scream mask. He wears all my merch. If I get something in, he's got to have it. Oh, yeah. He loves spooky. Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
She even customized his inhaler.
I did. He has he has asthma with his autism. Sometimes he won't take it. Well, I put like little UVDT little blood splats on his inhaler, and now he thinks it's just the coolest thing ever. I'm mom of the year now.
Awesome. That's so cool.
You make it work. You just make, and I offer that on my page. Like if I have a mom who has a child on medicine or whatever, I literally will do it for free for them, just because I know how that struggle is. Like if they message me and they want that, I've done it for so many moms, and they told me that it works. They put their special, like their favorite thing on there, and they say this works.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's very smart.
Yes, it takes a tribe. Takes a tribe.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I know firsthand it can be a handful, for sure. Yeah. But don't forget to take a little bit of time still for you.
I do at like 4 a.m.
One way or the other. We gotta,
Yes.
You gotta give yourself that. Because you're an awesome mom, and
thank you. Yeah.
We want you to stay awesome.
Yes.
Because if you can't take care of yourself, then you can't take care of anybody else.
Yeah.
And a lot of moms forget that, or even parents, not even just moms. There's a lot of single dads out there, and we always forget to take time for ourselves. And nowadays, it's like, oh, single moms have it all hard, or whatever. But they don't realize single dads do too. And I think single dads have it worse than single moms because they have such a high pedestal that people think that they have to uphold. And like it's like there's no difference in single moms or single dads. We all have to work the same. We all have to discipline the same, and all that. And like it's just really rough.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. That is so cool. I'm so glad that you're on here because
me too.
I'm spooky, and it's coming up Halloween.
Oh, I'm spooky all year long though. So like, if anybody wants spooky, I got you. I even do spooky Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's like one of my biggest sellers. Spooky summer. Well, because like I like to be spooky all year long, and I don't. People like to have different things. I do spooky summer, spooky Christmas, and then of course your Halloween stuff. I have spooky Easter, spooky Valentine's. I like just I interpret to everything.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. I cannot wait. Like, I love just spooky.
Me too.
Halloween is our favorite season. We're pagan. So,
yes, I heard that. That's
Halloween's definitely number one on our.
Mm-hmm. I've got a couple friends who are, and I make a lot of their merch. Yeah.
Yeah, and merchandise like that, I bet just goes crazy.
Mm-hmm. It really does. Yeah, because like I said, I have something for everybody. Like we just love everybody on my page, like us. And if they don't like it, they can get off.
Right. And
it's in my policy, I believe. Like it or don't.
Is that where people can find all your stuff and get?
No, actually, you'd be surprised. You think people would just leave my page, but actually, I get more sales like that because I am so just open with my stuff. They can come there. They're not judged of if they're pagan, if they're LGBTQ, or if they're whatever. They can just come on there and shop. Like there's just no judgment, and they actually like that. Like they like that I hold my stand, and I'll block people. I don't care if they spent $500 on my page. If they come on there and they're disrespectful, I block them. I don't care.
Yeah, good.
My people are more important to me than money.
And doesn't it feel good to be able to block them?
Yeah, tell them where to go. Yeah, I don't have to. I don't gotta take their shit. I can just tell them where to go. I'm like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Donna says she has a FaceTime with me. Left my hands off.
So the taking yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Definitely.
Okay, Daniel.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael. Hi, Brendan. Yes, he got a haircut and he changed it into JoJo.
Hi, Rosemary. I saw you were on. I don't know if you're still here.
Oh, is Rosemary here? I'm not seeing comments, but hi, Rosemary.
Right.
The background tech guy actually took the moment off. So.
Yeah, there she is. Hey, Rosemary. So, is it very expensive? Like, how do you do pricing? Do you
No, my stuff's not expensive. I charge $1 per ounce basically. So like my 20 ounces are 20, my 30 ounces are 30, my 40 ounces are 40. Because I've seen like online that so many people price gouge on their stuff, and I like to price match, if you will. And a lot of people don't have money, especially with how the world's going. So I just keep it. And plus, I also offer rep codes. Like my reps, they share their codes on my page, and you can save 10% with their code on top of that sale.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And she always seems to have like some sort of special going on.
Mm-hmm. I do.
That's good. Specials are good. People like specials.
Yeah, and people still buy my like full price stuff. And then my shirts are like, for sublimation, my shirts are $22. I go all the way up to 6X. I could go up more if someone needs a bigger size. I will look for it. My plus sizes like from 5 to 6 are like you just add $4 to the normal price to that.
Okay.
Cool. Which is a steal for someone who is plus size. That is a steal because I can't even go to Walmart and find a shirt that fits in a style that I like for that cheap.
Right.
And that's why I started doing that, because like a lot of people think that you need to be like a size 8 in order to shop, and I don't like that. All body types are beautiful, so I started doing my plus size stuff because my aunt, she used to have a hard time finding stuff, and she was big and beautiful, and she was always self-conscious because of how the stores made her feel. So I was not gonna do that. So I offered something for everybody, and I was like, if you don't see it on my page, it's not because I don't have it. It's just because it's not a normal, like it's not a regular size I get. So I try not to order that just because it will sit on my shelf, and
Yeah.
So I do special order those sizes just to order.
We're gonna change that though, because I'm
We
gonna
are, because
take
Josiah's
some
like,
pictures
I
and some bigger clothes. Get
yeah,
some
I do
big girl
shorts
love
and
out there.
Yeah.
But I do hoodies, crew necks, shorts, pants, all that.
Cool.
I've even made shoes. One of my friends, they went to a Pride festival, and I made shoes. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Heck yeah. And didn't you mention something about if the audience is watching, they get...
Yes. So everybody who is on here, I have a code. You can use it automatically. I don't know if my link is on here yet or not, but you can go right to my my business page. This is not to my Shopify page because I'm still getting those tweaks set out. But the code is Everythin Yet Nothin 24. That will save you 15% off.
Everything Yet Nothin 24.
Yes, Everything Yet Nothin 24. Yes.
Awesome.
And that's even more than a rep code, so it's 15% off.
15% off. That's a good deal, people. So
get
your orders in.
Also, if you're local to Branson, there is a delivery option available, and you'll get to see my beautiful face too. So it's a win-win.
Yeah. It's posted on my page. There's like a delivery. I did like a little Benny from Halloween Town as Josiah's delivery service. Is super cute.
Oh my God.
Love it.
Yes, me too.
Yes.
Me too.
And that 15% will only expire until September, so you can use it promo until September.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Heck yeah. So, do you have a place in person that they can go and get orders from you, or is it just online?
Well, how do I put this? So I rent, and I'll set up outside, and I'm trying to tweak out the days that's best. I do have something coming in October. It's like for my reps, but anybody can come to it, and I'll have merch out at my driveway that day. We're gonna have like a Halloween party.
Oh heck yeah!
I'll be there.
Yes, but like it's like a rep party, but anybody can come. I'm gonna have like games and food and just like a little fun thing.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't like a really good Halloween party?
Yeah.
We love Halloween party.
It's the first Saturday in October. I think that's the 5th. I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that right? Or that November?
I think it was a Saturday, but I may be wrong.
Oh.
Sorry, we're having a side conversation.
Yeah. So have you set up a booth before?
I have. I've done a couple booths. I've done I'll tell you the downside to a small business. So I got talked into doing this booth, and I won't give any names because it was a sweet organization. But I did a quarter paddle thing where they put their paddles up in big quarters on my stuff. Now, to do the thing, I had to donate a shirt and a tumbler, and that was a loss of money. But however, a lot of people were blessed, so I mean, it was a good thing. But I've done that, and then I've set up what did I set up at? Something in Springfield I did once. It was last year. I don't remember the name of it though. But I did like a booth in Springfield. It was just a little bring your table, bring your stuff kind of thing.
Yeah.
Super last minute, but it was fun. So I've done a couple of those.
Cool. Yeah, I'm doing my first one in November.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Eureka
That'd be
Springs.
fun.
So if you've never been to Eureka Springs, Arkansas, you're gonna come to the fall diversity.
Yes.
I've heard a lot of people talk about that fall festival thing. It's supposed to be huge.
Oh, it's so pretty. Like the leaves are all changing colors.
It's not like 1,000,000 degrees outside.
No.
So
Oh, today was the first day of like cool air. I told my mom, I was like, oh, it's autumn.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just fake. It's fine.
It's begun. I know it'd be hot tomorrow.
No big deal.
Yeah. But I still took it. I was like, oh, it feels good out here. There's a breeze.
Well, it is commercial time. You know, somehow gotta pay the bills.
You know,
So
the important things.
we are going to go to commercial, and we will be back with Ruth after these messages.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Life just got sweeter now that WLFE DB has merchandise. Show your support by purchasing your t-shirts for WLFE, Paratalk Radio, Inside the Drag Closet, and more. But it doesn't stop there. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tanks, buttons, cloth bags, and more. Go to WLFE-DB.com. On the top bar, click on the merchandise tab and bam, there you go. You got merch. Support the shows. WLFE-DB.com.
Being so crazy.
Hey Parafam, this is Jack Kenna from Discovery Channel's Haunted Case Files, Paranormal Survivor, and a few other shows. I'd like to ask you to join myself, my good friend Ted Vanson, a host of paranormal celebrities and great vendors for this year's Rochester Parafest. It'll be June 22nd to the 23rd. If you want to find out more details about it, you can go to rochesterparafest.com. That's rochesterparafest.com. Find out all the great information, who's going to be there, what vendors are going to be there, and anyway, all kinds of good information. But anyways, come on out and join us. I'd love to see you all again. Looking forward to meeting my old friends and seeing a few new faces. But come on out and join us. Again, just go to rochesterparafest.com and find out all the great information.
Making me sick.
And I understand where you're coming from. Hello, we are back, and we are back with Ruth. I guarantee Ruth's working.
Yes, to try and get these messages. So
I told you she was
Yeah.
working.
I can never put it down. I'm like, I'm gonna take a weekend off, and I never do.
I
Ridiculous.
know, right?
I
That would
try.
be nice.
I try.
It would be nice. Yeah. That's all we can do is try.
Yeah.
Sometimes trying is that's our time.
I was like, I don't want to miss a message.
So we talked about your business and we talked about your son.
Mhm.
Let's go back on your son with autism.
Yes.
So I know that it's not easy for kids with autism.
No.
And one thing that I've always noticed is the bullying that goes on with individuals that do have autism. Just
Yeah,
because it's different,
and-
they're not like everybody else.
Yes. And sadly, it's the adults that's doing it nowadays.
Yeah, I know. And that's what pisses me off the most is they know better.
It's
Like,
so funny you said that because I had an issue last week with him. I took him to the dental appointment, and we had to go to, and we take, you know, a medical ride because of my knee surgery. And so we were taking it, and this older lady was like, told me I need to spank him. And exactly. So I was like, well, he just sat at McDonald's for 3 hours waiting on to be shown up because you didn't call for your ride. And then I was like, you know, next when he had autism and his dad passed away, and she goes, well, you can't use those things as an excuse. and I was like, well, for one, I'm the one who does this parenting, and I will discipline my child however I see fit. You're not there who deals with him at home. And I was like, and he's not disrespectful. He has meltdowns, and he handles different situations in his own way, and he gets overstimulated. And whenever you're like giving him looks, that is what's the word?
Trigger.
A trigger for him.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't realize kids have triggers too, and you're like staring him down like he's a freak, however you want to say it. Like, what do you think? Luckily, he didn't use some words because he does say some cuss words, and it's because his doctor said that they do that because that's how they hear adults say it, and then they think that's, you know, they don't really know what they're saying. And like, he'll call me some names, and people's like, you really can't let him talk to you like that, or you need to stop that. They don't realize he says it out of trying to reflect. He reflects a lot. Like, if I discipline him, he'll reflect. He's like, Mom, get over my knee right now. I'm going to spank you. You know, he just reflects on things. He's not really talking to me in a disrespectful level. He's just trying to cope with what I'm trying to tell him.
Well, it's that repetitive. Like,
yes.
Repetitively playing in their brains, and if it's something they could control, they would stop. You know, it's not something that
exactly
upon anybody else, but it's like, it continually plays, like they feel like they have to do that or they have to say that. There's several different forms to, you know, deal with your triggers, coping mechanisms, if you will, like whether it's picking up something heavy or pressing down, having that pressure. So it's like if you were to spank your child right there in front of God and everybody, like number one, he's going to be embarrassed, which is hard for people with autism in general. But also, like, who knows, that could trigger them into a bigger meltdown. Like, so I'm like, it's not my business. You mind your business.
I don't spank him just because of that. Like, spanking doesn't get us nowhere. It triggers him, and then it involves in a meltdown. Like, a spanking will literally lead into an hour-long thing. That I literally will just tell him to stop. And I give him 5 extra. Like, I give him 5 warnings, and then I'm gonna bust his butt. Like, I'll bust his butt if he like pulls a dog hair or something serious. But if he just like pops off at me, but he ends up doing what I tell him, I'm gonna give him a verbal warning. But I'm not gonna spank him for that because it's not what you do with them.
Exactly.
It's not like you're letting them away with stuff. You're doing it in a different way.
Yeah, especially with, you know, people with autism in general, like. You really have to pick your battles. Is that really a mountain that you're willing to die on?
Exactly.
Yeah, like especially if they took a transfer and like took the back of the transfer off, and now they're trying to stick it all over things that belong to them. Is that
Yes.
a battle that you're willing to fight? No, like,
There's stickers all over my
5
house.
minutes of patience is going to make you more money than you spent on that transfer.
Yeah.
You remember seeing him with my packing stickers?
Yep.
I just reprinted more. I'm like, you know what? Have those 100 packing stickers all over my house.
Yeah.
I was so mad though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was so mad. But I'm like, is this a battle that I want to face right now, or can I get like this 10 shirts done while he's putting those on everything? You know what I mean? I did that. I did that.
You should put him to work and let him like draw little pictures or write little notes to the customers so that
I'm
like
going
when they
to.
open up their box, it's like a nice little surprise.
Yeah, he does that. He writes on some of the boxes. He does. But yeah, definitely with that, I take things away from him, like his favorite things, or like he gets a couple toys a month, and like I won't buy it if he pushes me to the limit. I'm like, you know what, you just lost your toy in the month, and I don't go back on it. He does not get it. People don't see behind the scenes of what parents do with their special needs children. They just see what we don't do in public, you know?
Right. Exactly. So does that keep you from going out and taking him out? Is to protect him from the ignorance of others?
It really does. It really does. It's just not worth it. And he really doesn't like going out because of that. He really don't want to go out. He's like, Mom, do I have to really go out? Like he's going to grief counseling once a week and he dreads it. And he's 6 years old. And he dreads going out of the house.
That's so sad.
It is.
And
He
it's
should be
people
able
that
to
have
go
done
out
that.
just like everybody else.
And he just hates being looked at like he's different, you know?
Yeah.
Because people like get appalled if he talks to them. It's like they don't want to be talked to. And I'm like, if that'd be anybody else, it matters. I've noticed a lot that special needs kids, they get like looked at differently if they talk to you. And they're, because they're sensual people, like they like to touch you.
Yeah.
And it's not in any weird way. That's how they do it. Like he touches my mom and I's face like a deaf person. He can see, but he touches our face. You know, that's his.
That he gets that feeling
Yes.
from that energy that
Mm-hmm.
we all give off.
It's one of those stems. Like they crave that stimulation of that human touch. Is what
they do.
Is essentially what that is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was talking. We were so you made a point about special needs people in general. So we were just having this conversation. I want to say it was at work yesterday, but like parents feel like such a burden for their special needs child that like I've had children with Down syndrome or grown adults with Down syndrome come up to me in Walmart and just reach their arms out and hug me. And then the parent is always like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I was like, and I'm always like, you don't have to apologize. I said, it's an honor to me that they sought me out to give me a hug. And I'm a firm believer that this world does not deserve people with special needs because they look at things differently. They are actually very smart. Some of the smartest people that I know are autistic, and they are full functioning. They do it differently, but that's the only thing that's different about them. They're exactly the same. Their blood runs the same. We're all skeletons inside of skin, essentially.
Yeah. You don't see that. You don't even tell that he has autism unless he gets overstimulated and stuff like that. But he's high functioning, and like whenever he does something that irritates me, I'm like, you're so smart. Why are you doing this? Like, in my mind, I don't say it to him. Like, I don't want him to think he's not. But in my mind, I'm like, he's so smart. Why? Because you get overwhelmed, and you're like, just to understand it. It's like I just don't.
Well, and how many of us that they would label as normal people, how many of us deal with some of those things, maybe not to a heightened level, but I know that there's some triggers that I have. Like, I can't put socks on because it literally physically stresses me out if I wear socks to bed. Like, I can't. Like, it's not an option. And like a lot of people want to say, oh, well, they're dealing with this. They have autism. They're, dyslexic. They have Down syndrome, different things like that. We all have a little something,
Yes.
And it, as the next generations, there'll be more and more different things. Like people want to say that these disabilities are a new thing or they're a trend, and mental illness is one of the ones that I'm just like, I will not, I will die on the mountain that mental health is the most important thing.
Yes.
Because as we go down the generation line, we're going to see more and more disabilities. We're going to see more and more of all sorts of different things, because it just gets worse and worse and worse. But at the same time, like I said earlier, you have to think about, we are lucky to be able to have this person, because they're just a gift.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's like with me, I don't have autism, but I have ADHD. But I have my own trauma in my life, and we all have our little tweaks. Well, I have this tweak in my neck. I don't know why. My doctor says it's a normal thing, but so many people are like really ugly in the world nowadays, and they like call me a freak. They like to point it out, and it's like like that's like what my son goes through, and I think that's what I understand is because people are just ridiculous. Like they're like trying to find your flaws versus listening to your story, and so like it's not even with autism. It's just like different people have their tweaks. Like some people like have like their little fidgety with their fingers, or they'll pick at their legs, like just different things. And people have trauma or like have a hard week, and just different things like that.
Yeah,
because they're like, oh, just go to the doctor and get medicine. And I'm like, you don't know what someone's went through.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to go on Facebook and tell my story either, because then you're really going to judge,
Yeah. Well, and not that it's the case, but the story that you were saying about the lady that told you you just need to spank your child. There's so many kids in the world that are in the foster care system, and part of it is because their parents have beat them. There's that, and have tortured them and put them through so much trauma.
Yeah.
So who are you to say how you're supposed to raise someone else? Like, how are you supposed to tell someone how they're supposed to raise their child, because you don't know what they've been through. You don't know their walk of life.
Exactly. Like, I refuse to spank him out of anger. Like, I will never. But how does she know that? I mean, I wasn't, but how does she know that I wasn't beat as a child? Like, maybe that's why I didn't spank my son. Or how does she know that he's already been abused by somebody? Because he has. And, like, she just doesn't know these stories, and she's just judging.
Yeah. And
but I popped off, and I had it all handled. She didn't say another word.
A lot of judgment. We have another commercial, and then we're going to be back with our final words.
Okay.
Where country meets rock and roll.
Nashville Roadhouse Live, multi-award-winning show including Best of Branson and Best of Southwest Missouri. Nashville Roadhouse Live, the most awarded show in a single year in Branson history. The best of Branson. The best dancers, singers, snacks and drinks, and audience. For tickets, visit NashvilleRoadhouse.com or call 417-336-8742. Branson's most awarded theater and shows. The Pierce Arrow Theater, Nashville Roadhouse Live. Located at 3069 Shepherd of the Hills Expressway, Branson, Missouri. For tickets, visit NashvilleRoadhouse.com or call 417-336-8742.
Hello and welcome back to Everything Yet Nothing. We are back with our final words. We just had our beautiful, awesome show with Ruthey Shop Creation.
Yes.
So LLC. I love the LLC. Like,
I do too. Just a little bit of like
on
it. Yes.
Bitches, But I loved it. So final words. I love asking, what is the one thing you would check somebody if you check somebody in this world? Anybody, and it could be about anything. What would be that one thing that you would check somebody?
So funny you say that, because it would definitely be bullying and the autism. I would just check them. Well, I mean, I have checked them with my son. Like, I check them right at the door. Like just bullying and autism. Like, they don't realize that bullying is not just verbally. It's their way they look at them, the way that they treat them out in public. Because they don't know if that person with, just because they have autism doesn't mean they don't suffer from mental health. You could look at them and stuff and make them go home and do something that they would regret, or their family.
Yeah, right. And just because they're different doesn't mean that they still don't have feelings.
No.
And that they're ignorant to view and sight. Because they can see someone and they can notice how they're coming off.
Yes, my son can definitely check
It's
it.
one thing
Like, I wouldn't
that,
think it's 6.
you know,
But,
it's strong within them, just like, you know, a few other things that autism makes them stronger with.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't think at 6 they would understand or even notice that stuff, but he like understands and notices more than I even notice.
They will.
Because he'll go like, Mom, they're looking at me.
I've always said that very intelligent, very intelligent, and very smart to a lot of things that people just don't even.
Yeah, like at home, we can't even laugh with him or at him because he thinks like if we were laughing at a joke, he'll think we're laughing at him.
Yeah.
You know, so like he thinks he's being mocked at, which he's not. We can explain that all day long at home and he understands it, but out in public, like he doesn't understand it. He thinks like people are like making fun of him. And we've had it like where he walked outside and kids just treat him different in our neighborhood. And I'm like, they did, and I told him, I was like, they're the ones that's different. I was like, there is nothing wrong with you. They're just jealous because you have cooler toys. You know, I'm not gonna be.
Thank you very much.
I'm not gonna be explaining this and like I was like, they're jealous because you got cooler toys than him, and I was like, look at your pants.
Yeah.
But I'm teaching him he's no different. He's no different than anybody else. I was like, you can be a president, you can be a teacher.
Good.
His dad was a Marine, so he wants to be a Marine. I was like, you can do anything you want to. Now, do I want him to be a Marine? No, but if that's what he chooses to do when he grows up, I'll support it.
Yep. There are so many individuals in this world. I mean, musicians, magicians, actors of all types that have autism that are living their best life.
Yeah, we watch a lot of movies with, you know, independent people and like that stuff that has autism, and I show him like Arthur really helped me. Like there's, I don't remember if you've watched that episode where there's that kid with autism. He goes, Mom, he has autism like me. And he loves that. Like that really helped me. And then like just different things with I look up cartoons with autism children and it just helps him. He sees he's not alone.
Yes.
Yep. Representation is important.
Yes.
Well, you are one hell of a mama.
Thank you.
And one hell of a business owner.
Thank you. Try to juggle.
And congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
And thank you so very much for coming on our podcast tonight and
you're welcome.
Putting your story out there and your business and talking about your beautiful son and your life with him. It means a lot. It really does. You have touched so many people out there by doing this. So thank you from them and thank you from us.
I love what you're doing too because that helps too. You know, it takes everybody to just help spread all the awareness. Yeah.
It does. It takes a jungle, just like take care of a kid. It takes, you know.
Yes.
A jungle will help tremendously compared to by yourself. So, but thank you, and if you will stick around, I will talk to you in just a second.
Okay.
And there you have it. Oh my God, that was a great show. It always ends so fast.
I know. It seems like we just started.
It's like, whole thing. Yes. It's like just getting started, and then that's it. But you know what I like to do? I like to do sagas and trilogies. And we could all talk to her and see if she would be interested in doing something and bringing her back and really putting her out there with her whole life story. Yeah. So we will talk to her about that and see what she thinks about that. But that was such an awesome show. My godson has autism, and he is a bundle of joy, let me tell you. Beautiful individuals, it doesn't matter. Still beautiful. You're still smart. You're still human. And you deserve to be treated with the most highest respect, just like anybody else in this world. And don't let it go otherwise. And if you see someone bullying someone, you step that ass up.
Yep.
And you open that mouth and you tell them, hey, that's bullshit. Don't do it unless you want me to check your ass. Yep. You know, because we've got to be there for each other.
If you see something, say something.
Say something. See
right
it,
then.
Say it. See it, say it. Tell yourself that. Even if it's in the mirror to yourself. You see it, you say it. And we will stop this shit one way or the other. And this world will be a better place just like it already is. Because We have JoJo in it. We have Ruthey in it. We have us in it.
We have dogs.
We have dogs. Yes. Here's my Ruru. Yeah. He has to be a part of this because he has to be on Dad's lap. But yes, be kind to each other, take care of each other, love each other, always be there for each other. I say love each other because you never know. Life is short. And if you are in need and you feel that you are by yourself or you need somebody or you are just so stressed out that you don't know what to do or anything, reach out to 988.
Yep, 988. You can text it, you can call it.
You can text it, you can call it, and you can reach out to us, JoJo, Josiah, Josiah, Butterball on Facebook, or T. Roy L. Von Shirley on Facebook, or Kevin L. Von Shirley on Facebook, because we want to help take care of each other. And if you feel like you're not worthy of life, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself otherwise. Tell yourself that you're not by yourself, that there is ways of getting help, and reaching out will help you tremendously. Reach out to your family. Let your family know. Because if you put on a face that hides the truth, then you're doing it to yourself, and you shouldn't be, because you're worthy of living a life without stress, without heartache, without hatred, and live it with love and purity and peace. And so therefore, be there for each other, help each other. And that's what I want to practice tonight. And if you have anything like autism, love each other and love yourself. So that is the show for the night. It has been one hell of a beautiful one. I love it. Donna Ellsworth says, love you. She's gone. LOL. Yes, we like, whoo, and made her disappear. But I will tell her, she's in the back and I can see her and she's smiling right now. So she heard you because I said what you said. But she loved you, I'm sure. I will talk to you soon. Oh.
Thank you for joining T. Roy and a special guest here on Everythin Yet Nothin. Tune in next Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central for another episode you won't want to miss. Until next time, be a rainbow in someone's life. Like and follow us on Facebook at WLFE DB Radio.
Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? Did you see Kevin playing with his hair?
Listen, it was ridiculous. Okay, throwing it around, whipping his hair back and forth, like it's not even okay. Like he owns the place.
It's not okay.